Hello, welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I am here 365 days of the year, and I need to close this window apparently. Someone has got a blower going. Okay, hang on. Oh, timing. Okay, hang on. Don't want to smush the plant in the window. Okay, hi everybody. I am here to read on your political questions. So just put your questions in the chat before I come on. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America, which provides food to food banks across the country. We have excellent troll slayers who keep us safe. We've got a great community here because of you. Thank you. Thank you. And if you're watching this on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed out there. I timestamp them as I go. And or you can watch back on maybe a higher speed, like 1.25 or something. I do that a lot on YouTube. So whatever makes your life easier. All right. Lynotte's asking, did we just start? Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Things were not going immensely well this morning, but they're better now because I'm here with you. So, all right. All's well. All's well. And let me pull out today's cards and we'll jump in. Oh, I'm glad you guys liked the overlay. I saw this and I was just like, stop the presses. I had something else planned. It was like, no, that is nothing compared to what the little nose is touching. This is cute. Okay, I'm an adult. I'm an adult. I can handle it. All right. Yeah, I didn't notice there were cats either when I first saw it. And then it was like, wait a second. I recognize that shape. All right. So we will be jumping into the questions. Kissy kitties. Yes, Teresa Ford. All right. I have a question for you. Why do you watch one reader over another? Because you have your choice of political tarot readers. Why do you choose like a particular one over another? Let me know. I would really like to know. Even if you've got some things to say about me that are like, that's fine. I'm asking. But anyway, just wondering. Caribbean's trust. Thank you. All right, I'm going to jump in. Now, I've got it. Oh my gosh, this is so glorious. 3 minutes in. Oh my gosh, this is so glorious. I don't know if you know this, but do you recall, cast your minds back to yesterday when Benedict Donald Trump was arraigned. He was arrested and arraigned in federal court on felony charges. And he had to sit there silently for 45 minutes. 45 minutes where he couldn't say a word. For a Gemini that is as low vibration as he is, that had to be horrible. Guess who else was there? We know Jack Smith was there, staring at Trump. And Trump never looked at him. I don't know if he knew he was there, but there was somebody else there. Somebody else who was there yesterday were officials from Fulton County, Georgia, taking notes. Refreshing. Okay. All right. Did they, oh, thank you, everybody. Thank you. Ooh, yeah. And it's saying Georgia on the ball. Yeah. Yeah. So did they learn anything? Did that just kills me. It was on MSNBC. They did a whole segment on it. Oh. And people are saying Sniffy knew that Jack Smith was there. Ace of Wands. Going to charge a former president with felonies. It's good to look at him, how other people are trying to hold him accountable for his actions. I love this. I absolutely love this. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Seven of Pentacles. Six of Swords. King of Pentacles. See what kind of arguments his lawyers are making. Seven of Swords. And the Death card. These guys are good. Men and women. I don't know what gender. It doesn't matter. But these people are good. Somebody with ill-gotten gains or who did something wrong being potentially sent up the river. What are his lawyers doing? How good are they? What kind of arguments are they making? Are they coherent? Are they not? Because Trump isn't getting the best representation. He isn't. He's being turned down by lawyers left, right, and center. So the chances are the lawyers he has here are probably going to be most of the lawyers he has there. Although they would need somebody from the state of Georgia. Anyway, some of them anyway. Here we have a thief card and the just nailing somebody to the wall, a thief to the wall, metaphorically. They got lovely notes. Yes, they did. Hello, Hilda. Oh, glorious. Okay. Oh, thank you. I wasn't just, I appreciate it. I wasn't just talking about me though. I was just trying to get a sense of what are people looking for in YouTube readers, because there are some channels that are like super popular, and then there's some that are just kind of and then there's some that are just, and I'm just wondering what's the difference? What stands out to you? So Sweet and Salty, do you know why you got suspended? I didn't get suspended per se. I believe we had trolls. Oh, okay. So I got a copyright claim. And my channel's not affected. It's ineligible for monetization from yesterday, which that's fine. I said it couldn't. I said it wasn't monetized, and it isn't. So yeah, it was just a my channel's not affected, but MSNBC wants any income that comes from that and there were from me sharing MSNBC with you yesterday. That's fine. Anyway, so all right, okie dokie. 9 minutes in. Oh, this is so good. Oh, I love this. I'm just enjoying every minute of this. Oh my gosh, Judy, thank you. Thank you. Makes a big difference. Thank you. Okay, terms of Trump's bond include that he won't commit any other crimes. Good luck. And that he won't talk to any witnesses on the case about the case, including Mini Mr. Clean, Nauta. If he breaches this agreement, his bond could be revoked. Will he stick to it? Will his bond be revoked? Yeah, I'm with you, Sharon Rice. Alexander Bellino says he got to keep his passport. Well, Secret Service will not let him out of their sight. But it is, I do believe, it is a mistake to assume that they are going to hold him to some kind of account or stop him from doing anything. They are not there to police him. They're there to protect him. But if he does try to go overseas, they're going to stick to him like glue. So, thank you for your answers. Thank you. All right. Is he going to blow off the terms of his bond? I do what I want. Narcissistic personality disorder. Ain't it grand? All right. Wheezy Squeezebox says, I believe 3 copyright claims in your channel would be taken down. No. Well, yeah, but I don't get those. My channel's not affected. I don't have strikes against my channel. So, anyway. Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles. I'm telling you. Okay, look. I know. Look, entertainment. Entertainment only YouTube. Seriously, all right? Keeping that in mind. This I keep getting. This guy, he's got other stuff. He's got other stuff. All the shoes have not dropped here. And he has got other stuff, and it's serious. And there is some dark energy here. I got it picked up on it yesterday. He's got stuff. Star. I can do what I want. Howling at the moon. If he gets upset enough, he does what he wants. He's not going to keep his mouth shut. He's incapable of keeping his mouth shut. He is a 70-some-year-old man who is spoiled, entitled, just awful. Thank you, friend. Thank you. He's not going to be quiet. He's not. Now, is anybody, are judges going to actually hold him into account when he's just blowing through the what few limits they put on him? Tisha's asking, does Jack know what stuff? I believe so, but it's complicated. He doesn't have the only copy of anything. Anything that's top secret, there are copies of it somewhere else. So they have some ideas. But Trumpy, is Trump going to be held accountable for running his mouth? Will he get his bond revoked? Or, well, for his first defense, you could give him a stern warning, like he's going to listen to that. 5 of Wands, Ace of Wands, he's going to run his mouth. 8 of Pentacles. He's also a political candidate, so he has to talk about it to some extent. But the thing is, you're not supposed to be talking to, that's his way around it. You're not supposed to be talking to other witnesses or just other people in the case about the case. But he's going to be talking in front of crowds all the time. So he's going to talk about the case. And he's going to say, well, I have to talk about it. The voters need to know what I think about it. And whatever he says up there, everybody involved in the case is going to know. That's how he's going to get around it. Yes, it is his birthday today. He's 77. Selma, yes, 77-year-old toddler. Anyway, okay, yeah, it's but he will be in trouble for the crimes he's committed. That's what I do pick up. Entertainment only, but that's what I pick up. All right, at 15 minutes in, Alan had a question. The question that Alan had was, Nauta now has every reason to flip. Will he? I doubt it. Because his lawyer's being paid for by Trump. He is Trump's body man. He's with Trump. He was with Trump yesterday, working as his body man. When they went into court, obviously he had to, he was a defendant, but all the way up to going into that court and as soon as he left, he was working with Trump. Alexis Craig says he's going to pull a Weisselberg. Like Alexander Bellina said, I thought he didn't have counsel yet. Maybe he doesn't have local counsel. My understanding is that Trump's paying for his counsel. Kelly says Nauta looks like a serious sycophant. Oh yeah. 10 of Swords. Well, he and Trump, they're toast. They're toast. So, are you going to flip? 2 of Wands. He's probably apologized to Trump about 8 million times, groveling with tears in his eyes. Queen of Wands. 6 of Pentacles. Moon. Strength. At some point, when it gets serious enough and he realizes that Trump can't protect him, and Trump is not going to be president, is not going to pardon him in future, is going down, and he's going down, and he's not going to have a job anymore, and he's probably going to prison. From the sheer strength of the case, he's going to be very upset. But right for all the way along, it's whatever you, Mr. Trump, Mr. President, whatever you say, Mr. President, he's a total sycophant until the rubber hits the road. Because the case is very clear-cut. Kim Hawkins says, I think he'll flip. If he does, it'll be way down the road. Yes, never, never. Tears in his eyes. He says, Sir, I'm sorry that I took pictures of your stolen documents. Exactly. Amy Jones says he was former Navy, too. He should know better. Yeah. Oh, Sandy Miller says, did any of you see Trump fawning over a brunette in a red dress at the bakery? Oh, no, I missed that. But he completely missed MTG in a red dress when he learned at the airport the other day. All right, yeah. You've made your bed. 1830. Some people just want to be led. They don't want to think for themselves. They don't want to stand up on their own. And they get under the thrall of cult leaders like Trump, and they're just ride or die. Anyway, all right. At 19 minutes in, Chuck Grassley, several GOP senators, including Chuck Grassley, haven't even read the indictment. Of course they haven't. Is this willful ignorance indicative of what we can expect with the right as we move forward with Trump's cases? Yes. Yes. Proxy Roxy says, my curious mind wonders what made these idiots such toe-looking cowards to cow down to this orange carnival barker. We'll get to that. The Chariot. Oh, they're gonna the Chariot, I keep saying, is the big parade float. It's the huge, massive Macy Days parade float. Massive thing with balloons and the whole and it's not moving quickly, but everybody's going to see it. It's the case is going forward. It's all of this stuff. Well, they want to get their own version out there, and it feels very much like they have kind of a rickety float, and they're like behind it, trying to push it. Yeah, they're trying to get their own. But right behind them is the Justice card. Mm-hmm. So, Knight of Swords, Emperor, they have no right to question the fear. Seek help, Trump. Seek help. Queen of Wands, sycophants. What else are they going to do? Even after all this time and everybody's seen what he is, what he does. When they suddenly, when law enforcement goes after the emperor, are they going to go, oh, we should distance ourselves? Or is the far right going to lean in? Are the MAGA people? You have to also understand the Republican Party is shrinking. And you got to keep MAGA on board. The MAGites. I know that other term for them, but I don't like that one. You've got to keep them on board. You've made this bed. Now you're stuck with it. All right, at 2022. What was that? Let me see. Just going back. Where was that question? Thank you, Linda. There were a lot of things that went in. It was a question about. I'm sorry. Could you maybe put that question in again about the why do the toe licking? That was stuck in my head. Ew. That question. Why do they give themselves over to this cult? Why do and I'll specifically ask about politicians. Give themselves over to Trump, the cult leader. All right, so at 2310. Okay. All right, why do politicians give themselves over to Trump, this Trump leader? Kathy Klein says blackmail. RNC emails hacked in 2016. Well, chances are they were hacked, but I don't know if it's blackmail. I really don't. So, all right, why are you all why attack the FBI? Not the people who are listening to limited news, low information voters, but the politicians. Why are so many the ones who really just give them up over to Trump, the cult leader? Why? Victory. Desperation for victory. Page of Pentacles. Like this morning on MSNBC, they had some polling results, and it was this many Republicans feel that Trump committed a crime, and this many people think it's politically motivated, and this many independents. But it doesn't. It's almost like they're saying, "Oh, it's like the country is like 40 45% Republicans and 45% Democrats and 10% independent. That's not true. So actual number of Republicans is not, they're not exactly growing their base. So Page of Pentacles, Five of Cups, High Priestess, Knight of Wands, Temperance. Well, I'm actually getting from some of the voters, there's been too much, there's been more change than they can handle. Doesn't mean there shouldn't be change. I'm just saying more change than they've been able to handle. The politicians, they feel like they've been sidelined. They're very sad about this situation, and a lot of Republicans have left the party. But he energizes the base to vote. And it's what they would do. They politicized the DOJ. They got Barr in there. When Sessions wouldn't drop everything against Trump and quash the investigations, Sessions got fired. And then incompetent big toilet man, he came in for a while, but he wouldn't do exactly what Trump wanted him to do. And then he got Bill Barr. And Bill Barr is now just like, well, it's serious and he should be. Sit down, human potato. Just sit down. You encouraged all of this. So, yes, Rose Blue. And sadly, they killed off some of their voters. So, there are those who are willing to believe that the DOJ is politicized because that's what they do. And they come up with these, there's some people who come up with these theories and other people jump on them. You know, Hunter Biden, he's done this, he's done that, the big guy, he got in the Biden family got millions of dollars and all this kind of stuff and on and on and on. And then it's looked into by law enforcement and they're like, there's nothing there. Or personally, if Hunter Biden was cheating on his taxes, he should get in trouble for that. Then bend my nose out of shape. I pay my taxes. Why shouldn't he? But when Hillary, lock her up, and then there wasn't anything there. Well, she put acid on her to destroy it's like, yeah, because that's what you're supposed to do, to destroy devices that have been used for security reasons. Her insecure thing, she had top secret documents. Actually, the classified documents that she supposedly had weren't classified when she had them. And there was no intent. She wasn't trying to sell anything. She wasn't. And and she just laid it out. But they weren't that she wasn't run out on a rail. She lost the election, but no, she should be in prison. Well, she isn't. Well, Biden should be in prison. Well, should Pence? Pence took documents. Well, then nobody should be allowed. No. Pence said, have a look. When they found stuff, he said, take it. And Biden said, take it. That's the difference. But on their side, these are the worst. They should be locked up. This is criminal. Seriously, you watch Maria Bartiromo for 5 minutes, and that woman is on earth too. wow, they're like, absolutely, all these conspiracy theories are true. Okay, prove it. Well, nobody's gone to prison, so the system is corrupt because we corrupted the system when we had a chance to. So that must be what's going on. No. There was let me just say this briefly. There was a study done a number of years ago on crows, who are remarkably intelligent. And, was it crows or ravens? It was a very black bird. I don't remember. I think it was crows, but I'm not sure. Anyway, there was this study done, and there were these birds being kept in captivity, and they would collect various nice little rocks or things or whatever it is that they had. Well, there was this other little section, and they could take their little thing and they could bring it in and they could hide it somewhere. So, and then they could come out. And so it would be tucked away. But some of the birds who went in that hide something and then just turn around and walk out. And there's other birds who would come in, drop something, hide something, go to leave, turn around, and then move it somewhere else and hide it, and then walk out. The birds who went back were the birds who would steal from other birds. The birds who just came in, hid something, and walked out and got on with their lives were the birds who didn't steal from the other birds. The birds who were thieves assumed other birds were thieves. There's that too. And that's a bird. So, all right. At 32 minutes in, Peg Sanders had a question. Courtroom drawings show Trump slump-shouldered with his arms crossed in front of him during his arraignment. By the way, I've looked at the courtroom drawings of Trump. I'm not impressed. This artist made him look perfectly fine. Matter of fact, made him slightly handsome. It's like, what the heck is wrong with you? No. Matter of fact, we need to pull up the Trump courtroom drawings. Sketches from inside the courtroom. Images. In Miami. Okay, let me share this with you. Something to keep in mind. Close this and share this. Share screen. All right. When I put in courtroom drawings of Trump, I get, stuff like this. It's not great, But when I put in courtroom drawings Miami, well, look at him. Isn't he the handsome one? Really? Really? Even this idea that he was sitting with his arms crossed and what have you. Look at that. He looks like a different person. Open image in a new tab. Does that give me the full size one? Yes, it does. All right, let me switch over to this. Share screen. Yes, and he's white and not orange, Alexandra. I agree. Look at this. Yeah, right. He barely looks. He just looks slightly bored. And he looks like he's in his 40s. What the heck? Kelly says artist bias. I'm guessing. I don't see that. Yeah, it does look a little like Lindsay, but I look at Trump. That's not what I see. And he's still ugly on him. Yeah. Inside. Yep. Cindy Miller looks like an SNL impersonator. Yeah. Electra Storm says the artist has to be a fan because LOL. Yeah. Exactly. Anyway. Courtroom drawings show Trump slump-shouldered with his arms crossed in front of him during his arraignment. What do the cards say about his body language? Rage, defensiveness, something else. A little disbelief, a lot of anger, trying to hold me accountable. Me? I've done nothing wrong. And he believes that. Not because if somebody else did it, they would be doing something wrong, but he did it. Narcissistic personality disorder. The rules don't apply to me. He really believes he did nothing wrong because he can't do anything wrong. Remember when the evangelicals asked him, have you ever asked God for forgiveness? And he was just basically like, no. That should tell you everything you know, everything you need to know. M. Kelpie says, how dare you? Yeah. Larry Murray says, last night on Fox, just before Trump spoke, the announcer said, the president is about to speak. He left out the word former. Yeah, they do that a lot. Page of Pentacles. This is beneath me. Hanged Man, you're in so much trouble, you idiot. Chariot, you did this to yourself. Strength. High Priestess. Knight of Wands. Really? You think you're going to go out later and rant and rail against 4 major arcana that are holding you accountable? Listen, Pipsqueak. This is minor arcana. This is major arcana. The energetic level between the cards is very different. You can always think of like the major arcana being 2, 3, 4 times as big as the minor arcana cards. But just disbelief. Janelle says delay. Yeah, well, that will be a tactic, but wow. He's so old. Okay. All right. At 38 and a bit, Glenn Bird had a question at 38:10. Did Jack Smith get in Trump's head by staring him down? Because X45's threats on Jack and his family. But did Jack Smith get into Trump's head by staring him down? Well, apparently he didn't even look at Jack Smith even once, is what they said. Hilda, I've got my questions for today. I'm sorry. But please do put your questions in before I come on. Thank you. So, has Jack Smith gotten in your head, Trump? Melissa Helton says, well, there's plenty of space in that head, and that is true. Governors. Jack Smith. Oh, the whole government. Everyone's against him. Everyone. No one's been treated more unfairly than me ever in the history of ever. No one's been treated worse than me. 8 of Cups. 8 of Swords. Simmer down, Greta Garbo. 4 of Swords. King of Pentacles. 7 of Wands. Jack Smith has been quietly in the dark gathering all the evidence, legally hemming Trump in by, I don't know, indicting him. This is the limit. Trump wants to make it, the whole legal thing go quiet as a tomb, but no. He doesn't have a good defense. And this King of Pentacles, I'm getting this for his lawyers, at least the one. But then they're on the defensive. So I don't have Smith here exactly. Smith to him is a puppet of the deep state. Don't forget, Cartman's handy dandy drama triangle. Victim at the bottom, savior on one corner, and then persecutor. It's like persecutor and savior, but they always default back to victim. Victim, 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 victim. But then they have to stand up for themselves. But then they get pushed back and they cave back to victim. And you probably know somebody in your life, or you've known somebody in your life who lives on the drama triangle. Then they're going to do something good for you, but then you're not appreciative enough. So they go back to being the victim. Yeah. So right now, it's not just Jack Smith. I mean, Jack Smith isn't his favorite person right now, but actually, he still has Fonnie Willis to worry about. He's got Bragg to worry about. He's got Letitia James to worry about to some extent. And then there's the whole DC January 6th thing. Teresa Albaron. I don't know anything about that, I'm afraid. All right, so Carolyn Tyler at 4230. Carolyn Tyler is asking, could Judge Cannon, be getting paid by the GOP to get rid of Trump rather than protect him this time around? Could she be taking cues from the rest of the GOP to take him down? I don't think so. But let's see. 8 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, Tower. It starts with the evidence. The evidence, the plan, and she wants to tank the case. I'll pull again. But it feels like she wants to tank the case. Let me see. Juniper's Tarot and Magic. Great name. Says there's a criminal channel called Behavior Panel that did George Santos. Yeah. Yeah. I've complained about them on this channel before. If you look at their reading of Trump at the in the Jean Carroll depositions, they were so clueless. Oh, this is great for Trump. This is great for Trump. Oh, he's telling the truth. Oh, he's not. I've never met anybody who would embrace the word of what they're being accused of. He's just, and it's like, you 4 men, do you have any idea what kind of red flags he believes? He didn't do anything wrong. It doesn't mean he didn't do anything wrong. And I think any women out here with any kind of objective distance on this would be able to go, oh, red flags, run. And I noticed they didn't cover the, well, they let you do it favorably or unfavorably. They didn't cover it. Funny that. They cut away before that. Sit down. So, yeah, that's my rant. Rant over. Okay, moving on. So I'm reading on, is Cannon trying to get rid of Trump for the rest of the GOP? No, that's Trump's lawyers. Full Page of Pentacles, Four of Wands. No, she wants a party at Mar-a-Lago. No. And she's willing to throw her career away, too. That's what I'm getting there. Yeah. Anyway. Viola Blue says, yes, nothing scarier than someone without a conscience. Karen Connery says, do the toddler tantrum voice. Hey, if he trusts or tweets something worth reading again, I will, guaranteed. Vilda says, Judge Cannon wrote in one of her decisions that a president should be afforded special treatment. Former and no. Anyway. Okay. 4630. Okie dokie. 4630. Someone at Fox News may be in trouble because well, it says here a banner. I'm guessing the Chiron on the bottom, but okay, it just says banner. Someone at Fox News may be in trouble because a banner during a broadcast on Tuesday during a Biden speech read, "Wannabe dictator speaks at the White House after having his political rival arrested." Have they learned nothing from the Dominion case? Did they really? Wannabe dictator speaks at the White House after having his political rival arrested? Really? Is this a thing? Anne says it was the Chiron. Read about that. Oh my gosh. Wannabe dictator speaks the White House after having his political rival arrested. Okay. Here's the thing. And I will just say one thing. When would it be okay? Let's say Trump. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, Trump robbed a bank. He robbed a bank related to the Treasury. I know it's not quite like that, but just go with me on this. Okay. When would it be okay for him to be brought to justice? When? He's running for president again, but that's supposed to protect him? So any bank robber can say, I'm running for president, so nobody can put them in jail? And when exactly would it be okay for somebody to go after him when they have evidence? No. It's always the wrong time. McConnell says, oh no, let the courts deal with it. And now the courts are dealing with it, and it's like, oh no. Sit down. So Donna Miranda says they were talking about that on Morning Joe. So the wannabe dictator speaks to the White House after having his political rival arrested. You know what? There are a lot of families in this country who are actually quite pleased with Joe Biden. Past infrastructure. Here's the thing about Trump. He didn't lower your taxes. Mexico didn't pay for the wall. What what did he do for you? What advantage did you get? But we have, our inflation rate is finally starting to come down. We're in much better shape than other people in the world. Our unemployment rate is remarkably low. So there's actually a lot of happy families. Not happy, I mean, because things are still hard and there has been inflation, and I'm not saying everything's perfect, but you want to go, the Republicans are overestimating how many people want to go back to the Trump chaos and cruelty and meanness. Wheel of Fortune. Empress. King of Cups. Yeah, going after Biden. Two of Pentacles. So they want to switch things around. They want to change America's view. And of course, they always, of course, they're going to go after the current president. But they don't have good arguments. And Lordy, there are tapes. So, nice try. Yeah, Cheryl Clark says, compared to other countries, we are at the top. Yes. Yep. And if I was trapped in an elevator with Joe Biden for an hour, I would be perfectly safe. I would be perfectly fine. Wouldn't be worried. If I was trapped for an hour in an elevator with Donald Trump, I would be in full defensive mode the whole time. Lucky Girl says, but there's that big, beautiful healthcare bill he's going to present in just 2 weeks. Very short period of time. It's going to be better. It's going to be cheaper than Obamacare. It's going to be better and cheaper. Anyway, all right. Oh my gosh, this is so glorious. And I said this was going to happen. That isn't to say, oh, like I'm always right. I'm not always right. That isn't how this works. And I personally am dubious of readers who were like, I'm always right. I'm sorry. Hubris much? Anyway. But this. Oh. Jean Carroll is being allowed to amend her previous defamation case rather than having to start a complete new one. And by amending her previous defamation case, she's seeking more damages after Trump went on CNN and ran his mouth anew. She's asking for another $5 million. Or is it 10? Is it 10 total, or she's asking for an additional 10? One or the other. So, will she get what she's owed? Sharon Rice, huzzah! Yes. Yep. Take him to the cleaners, please. Yes, Cheryl Clark, on his birthday. Happy birthday! Arraignment yesterday. And while he was being arraigned yesterday, word came down that Jean Carroll can amend her previous case rather than having to start something completely new that would go on for years. I've already said she's what I was picking up was she's going to build a conveyor belt from his bank account to hers, and it's going to go one way. King of Cups. Seven of Wands, Five of Swords, Page of Swords. It's not even hard. It's not even difficult to do. And Trump is absolutely on the defensive. And they're already enforcing what the $5 million he already owns. Ooh, U.S. Fed pauses its rate hiking campaign, announcing no new increase. And voila. I'll be surprised if the stock market doesn't go up. And then it just shows up. Just a page. Just a page, an amendment, adding some pages to the previous. There you go. I'll take that $5 million more, or $5 or $10 million more. Thank you. And then every time he runs his mouth again, 5 million more, please. Good for her. She deserves every penny and more. Anyway. Yes, Jean A. Jean A says Eugene keeps kicking him. Yes. Melissa Helton says the stock market is currently down. Ah, okay. Usually they like that, but all right. I'm not giving financial advice. So, oh, Earth Eye says Dow is down and falling. Oh, I guess they had already worked in I guess they'd already assumed it would happen, and they've already worked that into the current state of things. Like I said, not a financial advisor. Okay. Yes, and go get the Grim Bleeper, Eugene. Hello, Flora in Australia. All right, so Kathleen Brandon had a question that I'm not entirely. Are you still here, Kathleen? Because I'm a little confused. 5630. So Kathleen Brannon said, is it possible the powers that be have set a trap for Trump? What kind of trap? Because a trap implies you're just walking along minding your own business and suddenly whammo. Whereas he's being held accountable for things he's done. But I can have a look. Is it possible the powers that be, whatever they are have had enough of Trump, maybe? Lucky Girl says legal trap. You don't need one. You just, you don't need one. Three of Pentacles. Okay, is there a plan? Four of Cups, Star, and Tower. No, you don't need to do anything. He's going down. He's yeah. Oh, Mel says the Dow is dropping because the Fed says more rate increases are coming after this pause. Ah, that would do it. Yeah, never. Trump is his own legal trap. Absolutely. And it's going to be glorious to see justice done. I like that. Sharon Rice says that was a trap of his own making, Wile E. Coyote style. Yep. Floored me when I moved to Arizona and I actually saw a roadrunner. Saw a coyote and I saw a roadrunner, not at the same place. And I just assumed that roadrunners were a lot taller and thinner than they actually are. They are amazing to watch. They really do run on the ground, and it's amazing to watch. But they're not. I mean, the cartoon made them look like they're way tall, and they're not. But anyway, all right. Eileen had a question at 5840. 5840. Okay. GOP moderates strike back after conservative revolt paralyzes the House. About time. Will this join the Dems to get work down? I don't know what that means. Will the ultra-right start to lose power? Okay, I can answer. I can ask that. Will the ultra-right start to lose power? Valerie says roadrunners are fun. There was one who used to follow my husband around when he was watering outside. Oh. Pamela Bryan says, what? Next, you're going to tell me the legs don't move like wheels. Yes, Roxana Lee. Wild E. Coyote. Genius. All right. Will the ultra-right start to lose power? I don't think for a while. You'd think with the Trump stuff that it would be like, okay, you're done, but Sharon Rice says a real roadrunner is closer in size to Speedy Gonzales than a coyote. Yes. And in Roadrunner in those cartoons is a lot taller than a coyote, and coyotes are bigger. Anyway. Ace of Pentacles. All right. Sure. The regular Republican standing up. That would be nice. 2 of Cups. 4 of Swords. 10 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles. 9 of Cups. It's slipping a little, basically because the right is getting really sick of losing, and Trump is a loser. He thinks he was in the right place at the right time to win in 2016, and other than that, failure. So, thank you, Marby. Thank you. So, they're not to get things going. They don't want to work with the Democrats directly that much because they would get primaried. But they're like, we're supposed to be the establishment. The Looney Tunes are not supposed to have power, and we're supposed to be in power, and we're kind of stuck out here. And we want our power back. But you've wanted your power back for a long time, and you're going to have to grow a spine to do that. So, okay. Cards down. Hold, please. Okay. So, hang on just a second. Okay, I have a question from Eileen at 1:03:30. 1:03:30. Michigan Republican chairperson Karamo, am I pronouncing that correctly? And others were ordered to pay legal fees for failed election lawsuit. Oh. Will they pay? Will other states follow this example? Yes, thank you, Anne. I'm still good. But Michigan Republican chairperson and others ordered to pay legal fees for a failed election lawsuit. Will they pay? And will other states follow suit? I think if the other states following suit, it depends on the state. But okay. Thank you, lucky girl. But spend our money? Yeah, for your frivolous garbage. You want to take something to court, get some evidence. Star, Page of Wands, Death card. You're donezo. And if you've been ordered to pay legal fees, you'd best pay them. You overstepped you got over your skis. We're going to change things. You don't have the power to change things. Pay up or else. Now, will other states go along with that? 6 of Swords, 6 of Wands, 10 of Wands burden? It depends on the state. It depends on the state. So, all right. And that is 12 questions for today. Thank you so much for being here. It is 1:26 p.m. here in Chicago. This is Chicago right there. And at 3 o'clock, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel. And if even if I'm a little late, it can happen on Wednesdays, Sarah's going to be there. And then I'll be there shortly thereafter. But we're there from 3 to 6 every day, just working on our creative work, anything, painting, knitting, creative business, graphics, you name it, we do it. And we just want to encourage you. So, oh, by the way, if you are at all interested, please do go over to Creative Sprints and join, because they've lowered the threshold for monetization. Is what I heard, from having to have 1,000 subscribers to only needing 500, and we've got 400 and some. And it would help so much if I could monetize that channel, even if it just brings in a pittance. I've been running it for several years now with not even a penny from it. And it would help to just help pay for some of the stuff. So I'd appreciate it. But you're always just welcome to be there. And we'll try to encourage you, because that's what we're there to do. Okay. Other than that, I will be right back here tomorrow, and it is going to be so good. There's such good stuff coming. Oh, and don't forget, Fulton County officials were there at the Trump arraignment yesterday taking notes. All right. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you, Teresa Ford. Thank you. Thank you. You're not alone. We're in this together. And there are good days ahead. All right. Take care.